Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's Rogue Deck Showcase featuring Steelix Aggron. I made two versions of this deck, but with some further playing and testing, I like the initial version that we talked about on the podcast with just really focusing down on the Aggron and Steelix combo. So how it works is the Steelix is a stage 1 metal type Pokemon with the attack Earthquake, which does 130 damage, but it does 30 damage to all our bench. And that plays into the Aggron because it has an Angry Slam attack for 50 times and does 50 damage for each of your Pokemon that have any damage counters on it. So it's two single prize Pokemon that more or less synergizes with each other. We want to attack with the Steelix first. It's easier to set up, and we set up the attack for Aggron, then we go into the Aggron, and then close out on a lot of the two prizers if we can. With a full bench, we are doing 300 damage, and to up that attack cost, we are playing the Brave Bangle. Since we are a non-rule box Pokemon, we can bring that up to 330 if we need to. So it's pretty much, that's the deck of Steelix Aggron. I do play one Fezandipiti EX in here just for the draw. Best draw card in there right now. I do play one of the Genesect with the Ace Nullifier ability. Shutting down your opponent's Ace spec is very important. We're already playing tools. We're already a metal type deck. So this kind of seems like a no-brainer. Granted, we could live without this card, but being able to shut down Prime Catcher when our opponent needs it, Secret Box, Precious Trolley, whatever they need, and being able to use our own is, to me, is very powerful. I do have a Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX in here as a late game attack, sweeper if I need it. Again, I think this is one of the most cuttable cards, but we'll see as we play on in this video with it. For items, straightforward, I play Earthen Vessel to find our energy, Nest Ball to find our Pokemon, Night Stretcher to get our Pokemon from the discard. I play two Pokégear to try to get whatever supporters we need at the time. Precious Trolley is my ace spec of choice here. I feel like just getting our board set up is very crucial. The quicker we can get it set up, the quicker we can really get down and try to even out the prize trade with attacking. Since we do play the Aggrons, I put a couple rare candies in here. Ultra Ball for getting our stage 1, stage 2 Pokemon. And for stadiums, I have a mixture of Artazon to get our board set up, and I like the full Metal Lab in here. This really helps decrease some damage when we can. The Aggron does have the Guard Claw attack. We don't really use it a lot, but it is there. So that's 50 less, this is 30 less, so we can be tanky if we need to. And for supporters, we play Arven. Really try to do the Precious Trolley TM Evolution. Spoiler alert, we play TM Evolution in this deck. Trying to get that on going second. It's super powerful when we can pull that off. Of course, I have some boss's orders, trying to get some of those easy EX targets. Hilda helps set up our Pokemon with the evolution and energy, because one thing I forgot to mention is that both our main attackers are a single metal energy. So it's very low maintenance to set up this deck and get going once we get there. Play Iono, just because hand disruption is very powerful. And my favorite supporter for single prize decks, Lana Aid. I think this is very good when we can pull it off, getting Pokemon from our discard back into our hand, and even just some energy if we need it is perfect. That way we're not wasting the Night Stretchers as well. As I mentioned before, we play Brave Bangle. I do play one rescue board for our support Pokemon for the Genesect and the Fez, so they can be pivoters if we can. And I play TM Evolution. Again, I try to get my board set up as quickly as possible. And for energy count, just 8 energy. We don't really need a lot. We want the consistency of having energy when we need it, but we also don't want to clog up our deck with it. So this is a fun deck. In my testing on it, it's been actually very satisfying being able to win with this deck versus the big bad cards out there, and just being relatively close to a lot of the meta share as well. This is something off the wall, completely mean, and I'm just glad that we are able to show off and show how consistent this deck can be. So without further ado, let's go on the ladder and see how this deck goes. Okay everyone, we are into our match here with Steelix Aggron, and I'm opting to go with the more single prize approach with this game, showing you how this can really go out. So we won the coin flip. I want to go second, just because we want to try to pull off that Arven Precious Trolley game play in the beginning. If we can get, or not. Actually, we mulligan anyway, so this isn't our hand. But they're going to see how we're playing Aggron Steelix. They'll probably be confused on what these cards do, because again, no one's heard of these cards. These are more or less bulk cards. So this is actually pretty perfect. We start with the Arven, we have the Aron and the Onix. So I'm just going to put both down because I don't want to lose to a donk. Because those decks do exist. Granted, 120 is hard to donk, but you never know. So, Bounce Week. So we're going against a Serena deck. So this may be a little difficult on our end, but we'll see how they are. I can't remember if Serena EX is weak to Metal. If it is, then we may have a little better of a time. But I can always headbutt in the beginning and do 20 damage. Oh, so this is a nice grass box here with Combi, Yamega, so Yamega EX, probably with the Vespin EX. So a little bit of an EX grass box here. So we'll see how they play with this and how it interacts with our deck. I love playing these weird decks. We're not always going against the same thing over and over again. So we'll play Arven. Do we have... Yep, we have the trolley. And we have TM Evolution. Do we have a Dark Energy in hand? We do. So we'll get trolley down. Get another. So we prize 2 Aggrons. Okay. What else do we have in our hand? Get Genesect down, I'll get Fez down. Well, our prizes are not good. Go through. Okay. Prizes aren't the best, but it is what it is. But we have a pretty good setup otherwise. So we'll TM Evolution, really the only 2 cards that can evolve. We'll get another Steelix down just in case this gets knocked out. We get the Lairon set up so we can get the Aggron. We're good to go. We have Iono, Boss, and Arven for next turn. We have good options. We'll most likely Iono next turn. I would love to get the rescue board out to nullify any chance of them using their A-Spec rest of the game. So Vespiquen, so this is going to be a damage counter thing, which hurts our strategy a little bit because we are doing damage to ourselves already. So we need to see how they play safe. They do need to get 3 energy on there, but that's what the Omega's there for. So they can just retreat. Once they move into the active, they will get their energy going. They will knock us out, I believe. Yes, they will. Which will power up our Fezandipiti. Or not power up our Fezandipiti, we'll proctor Fezandipiti. So we'll draw. We'll get some stuff going. 280 is going to be a little difficult. And they hit us for a weakness, but once we get into evolutions, the weakness isn't a thing. It just so happened to be that. So I'm gonna get the Steelix up. We'll try to attack here. Nest Ball. I'm gonna Fez first here. I'd rather get cards. Not the best here. Get Nest Ball. Oh, I don't want to get. our prizing isn't good in this game at all, unfortunately. I'm gonna put energy there. I'll use Night Stretcher to get the Onix out, because I want to get stuff on our board here. Now, do I want Iono, or do I want Arven to guarantee the tool? I'm going to Arven this for this turn, because I'd rather have the tool. I'm not really caring about... Should I care about? I'm doing 130, 130 doesn't knock that out. I'm going to get Brave Bangle. And then... I'll get Ultra Ball, save that for next turn if I need it. Put Brave Bangle on there, and I'm only doing that way I'm doing 160 and trying to two-shot this thing. I do have a boss in hand. And I know I didn't grab the bear at first, but I'm going to grab the bear. It is a 2-prize liability, but I need a power-up for the Aggron. So I'm just going to Earthquake, power up the Aggron. It may hurt me in the end, but we'll see. So I'm forcing the Omega to retreat, which is not a big deal, because they'll probably just go into this dude. And then they'll put 3 damage counters on my opponent's bench prone to have. So this is a counter to my deck. 100%. The only saving grace here is that Serena is weak to metal here. So all my Pokemon will get 30 more damage, which, oh well. I don't think they're going to knock us out that way. But they will be up 2 prize cards. Huh, they're going the Serena route. That is very interesting, because I can knock that thing out. Oh, they're going to try and get this KO. I knew that was a liability, but it is what it is. We tried. So we are knocking that out, so that's good, but it's going to get knocked out with the Vespiquen. So, what's that weak to? Dark, okay. I am actually going to... I'm going to Iono, because we do have the knockout here. And hope I get a Aggron out. I don't, but I do get the rescue board. So I can activate the Ace Nullifier, because I don't believe they played Ace Spec yet, so they have not. I'm not going to play Artazon, because that could help them out. I'm going to hold. I'm actually going to put it on the Fez for retreat. So we'll attack, use Earthquake. Unfortunately, I'm going to give them 2 prizes as well, but I will take 2 prizes. But they're on an odd prize race, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll see if this bites me in the butt. But we get 2 prizes, and we get an Aron and a Onix. So we're only down by 1. Hopefully we can catch up, because we can knock out the Omega, and then hopefully eventually we'll get the Vespiquen being at 270. I feel like that won't be hard for the Aggron once we get to that point. Because I don't think they're getting 1 knockout here, but they're not getting any more, I don't believe. So we'll see how this goes. But this is very interesting. Because once I take out their Vespiquen, because I'm hoping I can get their Vespiquen out. So Aggron is 50 for every 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's only 200. I need to have a full bench to do that. I can definitely go for the Omega here. What's this? Wo-Chien. Oh, Wo-Chien. That's a very fun card. Terra Orb for what? Serena? Serena. I don't know why they're trying to go for the Serena here. Like, I hit you for weakness. I would just really lean into this Vespiquen. They may have game next turn, to be honest, but we will see. Don't play any healing. Go this route. Do flip the script here. Full Metal Lab, that can probably help me out here. I'm gonna do the Steelix. And then I am going to boss order up the Vespiquen. I'm going to Ultra Ball away. Those two cards get the Aggron. Am I doing this right? I have no idea. Going to retreat into the Steelix. I'm going to give them one prize card. I probably just gave them game for doing this, but got down to 2 prizes, but that Vespiquen kind of changed everything here for us. They can just attack at the prize. Kind of wish I had maybe a rigid band, but it is what it is. It's actually not a bad showing for this deck. Again, we are just a fun meme deck here. But we showed at least getting the board set up. Actually, from all my play matches, this felt really good. Able to set up really quick, used Arven very effectively in the beginning. It's just the Vespiquen was a total counter to us. We couldn't really do much, but it was fun. Like I said, we showed what the deck can do. So let's go into another match, see if we can get a win with the more singleton version of this deck. Okay, we're into our next match with Steelix Aggron here. It's a fun deck. Kind of appropriate that I am debuting this on our GLC week for my local shop. It is a singleton format deck, or it's not a single format, single prize deck. But the thing is, you can't play Steelix in GLC, unfortunately, just because the pre-evolution Onix is always a fighting type. But I can see Aggron fitting well in a lot of metal decks for GLC. So we'll start with Aron. I believe we're going first. No, we're going second, so this is perfect. So we have the Rare Candy, we have Energy in their hand. They're mulliganing, and looks like we're going against a Festival League deck. So we are resistant to grass, so that's good. So as long as we can keep up with the Stadium War, because they need that Festival Ground Stadium, and look at that. We start off with the Precious Trolley. We don't even need Arven for that. So, get a Grookey. I would think they'll probably get a Dipplin down. They'll probably get another Grookey down. I wonder if they're playing the Goldeen in this list. Or sorry, Applin. I forgot Applin's the pre-evolution. Bug catching set. Okay, typical for Festival lead. The Onix is weak to grass, so we need to get the Onix evolved as soon as possible. We can do that this turn easily with using the Arvens and trying to just get the Steelixes in play, and then manually evolving up the Rare Candy. I'm guessing they had a really good hand for their bug catching sets, so they get Dipplin, they get, I think, the Wacky? Yes, they get the Wacky. We got the energy for turn. We're not going to attack them, so their hand is more or less safe. Okay. Trolley time. Let's see what we can do here. Probably want to get a couple Onixes. We'll get Aggron. Do I have another? No, I need to use it for TM Evolution. I'll get 2 Aggrons. I think that's it for now. I don't want to like completely fill up my board. Attack or attach. Do. Do I want a full Metal Lab now or wait? I'm gonna Arven first. Grab the TM Evolution. Grab Rare Candy in hand. I do have Ultra Ball. I'm gonna get a Pokégear for next turn just in case. I'll get TM Evolution, already attached for turn. I'm gonna hold off from doing the full Metal Lab because I want to win the Stadium War. So we'll just Evolution. Do the 2 Onixes because we want to get those into Steelixes. That way we're not getting hit for weakness. And turn that into actually resistance. And that's our turn. I think that was a pretty decent first turn for us. We are metal, so we resist all their attacks by 30. They can still one-shot us. That's not... It is what it is. But we're not getting hit for weakness and then them taking 2 prizes on us that way. So I really am glad we went that direction. I'm glad that we were able to have that hand. So they're going to retreat, evolve into the Dipplin, and they're going to try to do the make with the wave, do the wave. They need to fill up their bench a little more though, because they're only doing 20. So I wonder if they're playing Trolley for their ace spec. Are they playing? They need to fill up their bench. So I wonder what they're doing here. Which card they're getting. I wonder if they're getting an Iono, if they're getting a Research. I'm trying to remember what cards are played in Festival Lead. Actually, fun fact, Devin will be featuring Festival Lead next week on this channel, so it's actually kind of interesting that they picked this deck. Do we know what card they take? No, we don't. Okay. So yeah, if you want to see our take on Festival Lead and how we play it, stay tuned for next week's episode. Next week's Rogue Deck Showcase. We will be playing Festival Lead. If not, it will be done in the near future for sure. They grab the Brave Bangle, which right now isn't going to do anything because Brave Bangle is only good against the EX. So they just get rid of it because they think that we don't have any EXs, which we do, but we can control when we play it. The problem is, if they attack, they're going to do 0 damage because it's based on the attack, not the total. So they're going to do 20 minus 30, 0, 20 minus 30, 0. So I'm not sure if they realize that's what's going on. Yeah, they probably realize that they're not hitting into us. We get the Brave Bangle. We don't really need the Brave Bangle here. So because of that, I am going to play full Metal Lab. Try to win the Stadium War here. Excuse me. Play Pokégear. We get the Hilda, so that's actually perfect. So we will Hilda, get Aggron and Energy. We can't attack because we have no damage on us, but we can get that set up for a turn. Because right now, yeah, let's just say 0. Do I want a quick guard? I'm just going to get ready for a quick guard because I don't think they're going to knock us out. And if they do, it is what it is. I have another energy going on. I am just going to hold. Can't really do anything here. And I'll just pass. Not until we get damage on the board on our side. So I wish we had the Steelix. Probably should have put some switches in this list, but I just didn't have room. I needed room for everything else. But it's fine playing the slow game here. We're not in a rush. I feel like we're in the command. We have the command, not lead, but we're in charge here. The resistance is helping us for sure. We're making them grab stadiums. We're making them grab resources. So they're finally using Buddy Buddy to get their bench up there so they can do some damage. So they're doing 2, 4, 6, minus 30, 30, 30. So they're doing 60 damage. They're going to attack us. I'm really hoping we can get boss on this top deck. Because if we can, we'll get that Applin and start getting prizes. And they're still not hitting us. Oh, because of the full Metal Lab. That's right. So we're going to do that. And we're just going to quick guard. We'll get a prize. I believe quick guard does... I don't know what quick guard does. I never want to attack with it in this deck, but we got set up. We take 50 less damage, so even less damage unless they boss up something, which is fine. It sets up the Angry Slam. So yeah, the resistance, full Metal Lab, and quick guard, that's going to be a lot for the opponent to really move around. So we'll see. So they got Festival Ground, which is fine. We want to try to do better with win the Stadium War. This is their second stadium. We've only used one. If they attack into us, great. If not, we can try to set up damage. If they don't knock us out, then I can boss up the Applin here and get another prize. Because I do have a boss in my hand. If they do knock us out, I can get our Fez out, try to get something going. I do have Earthquake, I can knock that out. So they're not doing that much damage because of quick guard. So this is actually pretty funny. Do I want to do anything here? Not really. And they just concede. Yeah. Being resistant to grass, setting up the quick guard because they knew they couldn't do anything, having the full Metal Lab, it was just too much for a grass deck. And so going into the meta, like we're seeing a lot more grass decks. Granted, this is a single prize one, but having the Aggron do so well in this and just being able to tank and just one shot when we can, this was a great way to see Aggron do work in a different way. So yeah, I'm glad that it was good, and we'll see what the Steelix Aggron deck archetype does in the next match. Okay, everyone, we're into another match here with Steelix Aggron. Let's see if we can get this deck set up. It's been, as I mentioned before, it's been a fun deck. So we lose the coin flip, so we'll see if we go first or second. They're going to go first, which is perfect for us because, again, we love trying to go for that Arven Precious Trolley. Don't necessarily have that yet, but we can pull into it. I'm not too worried about it. They get a mulligan. And they're playing Garchomp, so this may be a little more difficult just because the bulkiness of Garchomp. But we can try to go for the prize trade here because we can just set up here single prizes and we get Arven for turn. Oh, so they're playing Okie Dokie. So this is nice. Okay, they're playing the Koraidon. So if they can get a Prism Energy here, they'll be set. So let's see if we can get our board set up here. So we have the pink card, we got the pink card, and we got the TM Evolution. Let's see what we have in our deck. Excuse me, so I think we're good. Yeah, we should be all set, so let's just get this. We'll play Trolley and get our board set up here. So we'll get a couple errands, we'll get Onix, and we'll just do that, leave our bench space open for like a Fez or something. Attach TM Evolution, we'll do that, and we will evolve and get our board going here. I'm going to choose go for the errands just because we do have a Steelix in hand. And we have a Hilda in hand too, so we can set up for an Aggron and a Steelix next turn. So we'll see what they have. They have a 3-card hand. They didn't use the ability for Crydon last turn, mainly because they didn't really have much going on. So they can hit us for 70. They're not doing the Adrena Power ability. So no worries. Yeah, they're just hitting us. They don't really have much going on, while our board is actually pretty good for now. So we will evolve into the Steelix. We're doing exactly 130. Don't want to Iono them because their hand is not doing anything. They do have a Gibble with the EXP share on there. I'm kind of tempted to go into the Genesect and just attach a Brave Bangle. And I'll just Hilda. We'll get an Aggron and we'll get an Energy. We'll evolve one of our Lairons to the Aggron. I'm going to hold on to the Energy. You know what? I'm going to do it. Might as well use the card. Just to shut off any of their abilities or their ace backs. I don't know what they play, so I'd rather be on the safe side. And we're just going to Earthquake. Get the KO, and Energy will go to the Gibble. And we'll just get a prize. So we'll see if they have the Rare Candy Garchomp in hand. To me, this is showing that they don't have it if they're promoting the the Crydon. Trying to absorb a hit. So they do get the Garchomp. Unless the other cards are rare. Yeah, so they have it all. But they're going all in. Oh, and it's the water type Garchomp. Okay. Sonic Dive. Okay, okay. We can deal with this. We can deal with this. They didn't do anything. They're in top deck mode. So I am just going to... I'm just going to hold. An attack. Do the 130. And then they're in top deck mode unless they get another energy and then retreat. Then they'll attack with Hydrolander. They can do that. Regardless, yeah, they're not doing anything. We're going to be ahead in the prizes here. I'm trying to make sure I'm not knocking out anything this turn. I am not, so I'm just going to get the prize. We'll be up 3-6 here. Get another Steelix and a Metal Energy. So they'll get something on their bench. Yeah, they're going to knock us out, which is fine. We'll set up. We have the Aggron that can do heavy hitting here. We're not going to knock it out because we only be doing 200 damage. So they're assuming that we're not going to do anything. So they knock us out, which is fine. They get a prize card. We'll promote the Aggron here. Got a rare candy, don't really need that for right now. Promote the Steelix, we'll get Aggron ready to go. Do Fez, and we're going to flip the script here, see if we can get any other cards. We got a Brave Bangle, that's perfect. So with that, we're doing 280. We're a little shy. If we would have had damage on this dude, we would have got the one shot here. But I am fine with just getting the 280. They need to do something here. They have 2 cards, now 3 cards in their hand. We have the knockout next turn. Iron defense, prevent all damage. Yeah, they're just going to try and knock us out, which they will. But we have the return KO because we can just... Actually... Oh, did not mean to do that. I meant to check stuff, but that does 40 damage. Which is more than enough, but it will knock us out. But what I can do is Night Stretcher, get the Aggron out, evolve. We have the energy in hand, we're good to go with that. We are going to flip the script here. I'm going to get another Night Stretcher and get a Aron out. That way I can Rare Candy into that next turn. I'm going to Hilda. Actually, I'm going to leave the energy in deck. I'll evolve up, get some more HP on that dude. And yeah, we'll just hit for 200. Get 2 more prizes. And see what they can do. So we're way ahead on the prizes. We have attackers set up. Not sure if they're evolving to the EX, which will decrease our board size, or if they're evolving to the regular one, which I believe does damage with poison. Regardless, I think we will be fine. So they get another Koraidon. I'm wondering if they're thinking they can just tank a hit. Okay, so our board is going to decrease. So... We'll get rid of the Genesect and a Steelix. I'd rather have the Fez for draw. I know it gives them 2 prizes. Rescue board. So we're doing 100 here. If we can somehow get a boss, which we do, we can boss up that Koraidon and we do Koraidon. They're doing 220. I'd rather do that. We'll put a rescue or ta-da. We'll just hit into the Koraidon. Get some 100 damage on there. And see what they can do. They're either going to fully retreat or they're going to attack with us. So they're going to attack, which is fine. And honestly, I think that's perfect math. Yeah, so we got game with the Steelix. So this is great. We end this game. We had total control the whole entire time. Just double checking, they have 130 HP. We will do 130 damage. We're not knocking out any of our Pokemon to make them win. So let's do this and grab the game. So nice game. We were in control the whole entire time. We got our board set up, and we were just able to just really play with our damage and win on the prize trade there. So that was very good. I'm glad we had a great game on here. Kind of showed how consistent this deck can be and how it can really win out on the prize trade. So nice game. I love the Steelix Aggron deck. So yeah, can't wait to see what this deck does, and yeah, just very happy. A nice way to end. Okay, everyone, that is the Steelix Aggron deck. Again, this is a really fun single prize deck here. It was more consistent than I actually thought it would be. The more comfortable I got with the deck, the more I saw the lines, what I needed to really pull off the strategy. And I think that's true with any deck we play, and this is a great case study of that. The more comfortable you are with a deck, even if it's just off the wall, mean, jokey, again, this isn't something that you'll see every day. You probably won't even see this in tournament play, but as I saw what I needed to do and get comfortable and knowing what I need to do step by step, I felt more confident playing, and the better and easier it was to get the wins there. As mentioned before, I think some cuts I would make is definitely get out the Ursaluna. I didn't really use it, and it was more or less a liability. In theory, it's a great end game. It's bulky, I do a lot of damage, but I may want to either up one of my steel Pokemon or even try something else as a single prize attacker. Other than that, that's really the only thing I would change in this list with this version. Metal Lab came in clutch several times. I love this card. I wish it saw more play, wish metal decks were more prevalent. Yes, it is a passive deck, or sorry, a passive stadium, but it did save us a couple times while we were playing, and yeah, just if maybe I can take that out and put another Metal Lab or another Artazon. I don't know, it's the Ursaluna, the bear, great card, just not for this deck. But yeah, other than that, I'm glad I was able to really showcase this deck that just inspired me. I always like steel type Pokemon, so whenever I can show this off, played the Gholdengo last time. I'm playing this. Again, this is my specialty. If you know me, I started playing the game with Loop Metal, and whenever I can have fun with steel, I can. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. As always, thank you to our sponsor, Boxboy Games. If you're looking to build these decks in real life, look for their website down in the description below. Down there, they are a great. They're friends of mine, but more importantly, they love this community. They love playing Pokemon, and they will be there to help you out any way when you come to buying singles. They are also expanding to other games, so if you're into Magic, Arcana, Gundam, whatever trading card games you are interested in, they will hook you up. So shout out to Boxboy Games, and please check them out. As always, please like and subscribe to our videos. Doing these really motivate us to do more and more content. We're working on scheduling the Rogue Deck tournament since we did hit 100 likes. So please be on the lookout for that. We're excited to do that. I already have a bunch of decks lined up ready to go. So you want to see Skullveiling come back, see how that does in the modern game. Maybe see us play Lycanroc, since that is a big pet deck for me and Devin. But yeah, just let us know what decks you would like to see, and we'll see if we can make that happen. And also let us know how you like this deck and what additions you will make. Again, we're always open to suggestions. That is part of being the Rogue Deck community. We play all these weird things, and we love seeing all trainers just enjoying this game. So, but thank you again for watching the Rogue Deck Chronicles Showcase video, and as always, have fun playing those sneaky decks. See y'all.